Correctly with the correct amount.
D20 Radio, where gamers roll.
www.d20radio.com.
So we all have a little bit of Rian's beans and rice. We eat, and then when the car shows up, we all hop in, and we make our way to where, Caitlin?
Oh, we're going to go to my house.
Ooh. Yes.
I don't want to stay there very long because we're being
In
tracked.
which sense?
We're going to my dad's house.
Oh.
I don't want to go there in person because we're being tracked, but I also don't think he will react well to like, hey, Dad, I know I haven't seen you in months, and we didn't really talk before that, but can we have some guns?
Oh my gosh.
I think that
we're kind of being hunted. That's exactly what you want to tell your mob boss father.
You don't know anything. You don't know nothing. You're making assumptions.
I am.
Yeah, I know nothing.
I know.
Cayden has some good guesses, I'd say. No confirmation.
Frick.
Good guesses.
So,
It's against the rules.
do you guys remember at the very beginning of the first campaign when Voltaire was like, better be careful in North Las Vegas, Elianna?
As Elianna and Rian went to go talk to, what was his name, Joseph's girlfriend?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Well, we headed to North Las Vegas. So this is a slightly better part of town than Joseph Michael's place, in that the houses that have bars on their windows are slightly larger. And we roll up to the address.
Tell me, is Elianna's father the kind of man to be suspicious of an out of the blue dry cleaning delivery van?
You don't know.
Excellent.
Okay, so what I think we should do is I think you all should stay here while I go talk to the man.
Elianna, we are currently being hunted by one of the largest organizations on this earth. Splitting up for however short a time isn't exactly advisable.
All right, fair.
Okay, so this house is almost identical to all the others around it, with the exception that it does not have any bars on the windows or any thing in front of the door either. It is the most open of the houses in the neighborhood.
Oh, that's overly suspicious.
But that is literally the only thing that separates it from the rest of the neighborhood. Or if you didn't notice that particular detail, then it would look identical to every other house around it.
Question.
Okay.
We still hear police sirens here and there?
No police sirens here.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get out of the car.
I'll accompany you if you have no objections.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Elianna just realized she's covered in blood. We're gonna walk up to the door then.
All right.
But before we get out of the van, Rian's putting a...
You're not getting out of the van.
I don't know, is he?
I guess not.
Does Voltaire stop him?
Xander does not control Rian's actions.
I do not.
But Voltaire...
Does Rian try to get out of the van?
After stuffing all of his things into his satchel, yes.
Cool.
So as not to look armed to the teeth.
All right.
As soon as he gets out of the van, Voltaire just turns around and he's just like, Rian, I hate to remind you of this, but you are currently a wanted man.
Just puts his hands up and starts backing into the truck.
Okay, Elianna goes up to the door.
Voltaire is in tow.
Are you like looking around or anything, or are you just going in?
He's Voltaire is looking around. He's on he's on his super suspicious of everything.
Okay.
Survival
What's his
mode.
perception?
Not great. 2
All
green and 2 blue die.
That's not bad.
Oh, he has.
That could be worse.
That still means he has 0 ranks, but
Yeah, it's not awesome. He doesn't investigate crimes in that way, you know?
No, his entire job up until this point is this person needs to die. You need to go and kill them.
I feel like there's... I don't want to say this, but I feel like there's a reason he's not been doing awesome on this investigation, and we just found out why. Not to hate, but just like...
Investigations aren't exactly his forte.
Like, he always hands off the file to Elianna whenever they go to the morgue. This is not his... This is not
He's
his
an
scene.
assassin.
Yes.
Okay. You so you look around and you do see like a car parked in front of a house, like a couple houses away. It's off, but you can glimpse that there's a person in there, just kind of sitting in this car that's turned off in the middle of the day in Vegas in May.
Okay, that's extremely suspicious. Voltaire is going to get out his phone and text Cayden in the car and just be like, car, few houses down, very suspicious. Currently occupied.
Cayden, when receiving it, will have Siri read it out so that everyone can hear it. That's just so Cayden can hear it. So everyone hears that, who's in the van.
After that, Rian's unpacking all of his gear out of his satchel and putting it back where it was before. He's arming himself to the teeth again.
Does anyone try to look at the car or whatever? Like, to watch it?
Joan's like, I think I can check it out.
Thank you.
Just give me a moment.
My gosh.
And then Joan vanishes.
Oh.
Was there like a sense of magic as that happened?
Yes. There's like a kind of a small like shimmer of silver around her in the air, and then she's gone.
Okay.
Andy just raises her eyebrows.
As she's leaving Kate, or as she's going to be leaving, Kane's like, "Best be careful out there." And then Joan's disembodied voice says back, "Don't worry." I don't. Not usually.
Elianna's gonna knock on the door. She's not just gonna walk inside. I think she's gonna knock on the door. She looks very nervous.
Elianna, who exactly did we come here to see?
And the door opens. Ellie!
Hi, Dad.
And he wraps her into a big hug. He's shorter than she is.
This is just like around her waist.
This 5'8" dude just he's kind of like he's not balding, but his hair's growing a little thin, and he's got like white at the temples. Just goes gives her a big hug, lifts her up a bit, picking her up at the waist.
Voltaire is utterly dumbfounded.
Hey, it's really good to see you.
Good to see you too. Come in.
Can we bring a number of suspicious individuals inside your house?
Oh, you mean all your friends in the van?
Yes.
Yeah, they can come. You might want to be a little more subtle, especially your boyfriend here, rubbernecking around
Dad,
as you're.
We're doing our best, okay? And he's not my boyfriend. I'm gonna... Does he make comment that she's covered in blood?
Not yet, no.
Cool, I love it. Good energy. Voltaire, do you want to get everybody out of the van, maybe?
Yes, I can do that.
Thank you.
Yes. And he just very awkwardly just backs off the porch, trips going down the stairs, and just like, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Okay.
Elianna's dad laughs at that. Oh, man.
So, how have you been?
Business has been all right. I've been mostly just worried about you. You called me and had sent my boys to help you that night, and then you just vanished.
I did try. I left you I did leave you a voicemail. Did you not get it?
No.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. I did pretty well with, the Fae things, and I got a position in the summer court.
Oh, good for you.
Thanks.
You wouldn't happen to have,
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know if I had.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's fine. Get your friends in here. We'll get you washed up. I guess I'm gonna have to wash up myself a bit as well now.
Sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. I've had worse.
Do you have any, you didn't throw out any of my stuff, did you?
No, of course not.
Okay, I'm gonna, once we get everybody in here, I guess, I'll go and clean up a bit. We have a couple more people that need to clean up a bit. There's a lot going on, and we can't stay here very long. But
okay, I don't have. We've only got the 2 showers, but I can turn on the hose in the backyard if that works.
I mean, maybe. This is sort of a chaotic situation we're in at the moment, and we can't stay too long. But that would be great.
Is there anything you need my help with? Do you need me to get some of the boys?
Maybe. I don't know. There's a lot going on. At the very least, we're probably gonna need some weaponry.
Yeah. Just let me know what you need. I'll see what I can do.
Voltaire will be your guy on that one. I'm good with my little pea shooter.
Have you talked with Jonathan?
Nope. I have not. I just got back.
All right. No, it's he called me a few weeks ago.
I didn't know he had your number.
Neither did I. Was not quite happy to find that out. Are you sure there's nothing wrong over there? And not like his tone when he called.
If there is, when I get a chance, I plan to make sure that there isn't, and that there won't be. I don't know.
All right.
There's, like I said, there's a lot going on.
All right. Well, if you need some of the boys to help you there, or
no, I don't think that would be a great idea.
All right.
Thank you.
And yes, that should be about the time when the others come back.
Okay. Is Joan amongst the others?
Yeah, she would have just ran over there, gotten a look. So yeah, there's a guy in that car watching us, trying to be stealthy, has his car turned off, kind of watching the place.
Were you able to see any golden crosses?
No, there's no golden crosses that I could see. No, like swords or I don't know what else these guys use. No flamethrowers.
Excellent. We can leave him be for the time being then.
Cool. All right. Yeah, let's go, I guess.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Voltaire comes in. He makes sure he comes in at the very last.
Elianna's dad just stands there and it's like, nice to meet all of you. I'm Elianna's dad, Killian Connors, but my friends call me Ian.
Dad, this is, well, you already met Voltaire back there. This is Rian, Cayden, Andi, and Joan.
Andi waves.
Cayden tips his hat.
Yeah, Rian tips his hat too.
Guessing these are friends you met on the other side of the street.
Yes, they are. These are the people I was with when right before I left.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, any friend of Ellie's is a friend of ours. Come on, come inside, get yourselves cleaned up.
Also, Rian here dropped his wallet at a crime scene where there were a decent number of casualties. And the police have that, and they're broadcasting on the news that they have a prime suspect. So that's something to be aware of.
All right. Well, come on in before someone we don't want seeing you sees you.
Anyone need a shower? Anyone need to shower some blood off?
Just, I'll need a shower, but also, about people seeing us. There's a guy in the car a few houses away. Oh, no, that's just one of my boys. Don't worry about him.
But does he, like, make any comment to how Rian is armed to the teeth? Because he has knives around his belt.
No, he makes no comment.
No comment. Wow, he's so chill.
He just sees it and just like, oh, okay. Nice slight nod.
Just like, cool. My daughter's friends with a wanted criminal. This is great.
No, there's not nearly as much sap as what you did put into there.
That's fair.
Voltaire, if you would tell my dad what you need in terms of like guns and stuff, he'll help you out.
Excellent.
Yeah, let me. I'll take you out to the shed out back.
Anyone who needs a shower, come with me. We've only got 2 of them, so we have to take turns.
I'll be accompanying Voltaire in this situation. Y'all take a shower first. I don't really.
I'll come.
To the
Shower?
Or
to the shower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Since there's only the 2, does that mean we're doubling up, or what's the plan?
We're taking turns, Joan. You and Andi can go first.
Oh, that's great.
Elianna gives Joan a look, and then she leads Joan and Andi to the shower.
Joan just kind of smirks and shrugs her shoulders.
Rian just stays by the front door. He's not gonna go anywhere.
Rian, you can, like, there's a living room. You can sit down if you want.
Hey. Okay. Oh, God.
Okay.
Look, he's nervous. He's nervous. He's in familiar territory. It's canon, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
He gets British when he's nervous.
It's like the moment I said the first sound, like,
Okay.
All right.
So,
okay, so Rian will just, I guess, nervously, but also on his guard kind of deal, walk towards the living room.
Rian,
nothing explodes. There's no landmines.
Rian, you're safe here, I promise.
Right.
At least from the police. I don't know about magical bloodhounds. We can't guarantee that.
Oh, don't worry, Elianna. I'm more than prepared to fight a few bloodhounds.
Okay.
Mr. Connors takes Voltaire and Cayden to the back. It's a small backyard, not very large. Just a small like dirt plot and a large shed.
Okay.
There's several locks on the shed. It unlocks them and heads in. And inside there is a small arsenal
Okay. How thorough is this arsenal?
It doesn't get up there's no rocket launchers or there's not military ordnance. But pretty much there's a pretty decent stock of below military ordnance, various types of pistols, shotguns, couple rifles, not a lot.
Is there a homemade tank in there?
No.
Darn.
This is a fairly street level arsenal.
Okay. So I'm imagining the rifles that are in there wouldn't fall under sniper category.
No, they would not.
So sad.
Sorry, Voltaire. Wait, what happened to your last sniper rifle? You didn't lose it again, did you?
I think he did when he was thrown out.
Freaking car.
Yeah.
While he was holding it. I don't think he has.
Right. You really need to do something about that.
He's just losing guns everywhere he goes.
There's always a sniper rifle. It's almost never the shotgun.
Always the sniper
rifle.
If you want a shotgun, we probably have some of those.
I think Voltaire would load up on some shotguns and
does he does he take a shotgun and just put it in the
Yes. He's currently stuffing just things that should not fit in his pockets into his pockets.
I just love these pockets.
Dang, son. That seems like it'd be pretty useful to have.
It has come in handy in quite a few situations.
Think you could hook me up?
We'll have to see on what standing I'm in with my employers after this.
Well, all right. Worth a shot.
I'll see what I can do.
Excuse me, Mr. Connors.
Yeah?
Do you happen to have some kind of hunting rifle and possibly any munitions that could be used against, the folks on the other side of the street?
Yeah, we do. I do have a couple hunting rifles in here.
Hello.
I just absorbed his accent for a second. I pulled it in.
I'm truly in it, forced to be reckoned.
Okay. I've got a couple of hunting rifles in here. I don't know a lot, but I know a bit about the other side of the street. I've got some silver and iron. Don't know about, and some wooden bullets. I don't have, if you need something more specific than those three, not much I can help you with.
Well,
you wouldn't happen to have anything that's overly, how do I say this, blessed?
I go to church every Sunday, but I've never really asked my local priest to bless my bullets.
I love it.
That's a shame. Those might come in handy.
All right. Well, this is very generous of you to offer this in the first place. So we'll take what we can and be as prepared as we could be.
But yes. Did Elianna tell you anything about the current situation?
That you were in danger and that there was a problem? That you couldn't stay for long?
Yes. That just about covers it in about as vague a terms as you probably want to know.
Well, she was a little vague. But I trust her. She's my girl. If you can't trust your little girl, who else can you trust?
Voltaire just looks at Mr. Connors and he's just like, You are a good man, Mr. Connors.
Some might disagree, but thanks.
Oh, well, I've been working on the other side of the street for quite some time, probably relatively close to what you do. And I've met very few people who are as decent as you.
Thanks, I try.
I love my dad. He's a good dad.
Cayden's going to is it semi-dark inside the shed? How bright is it?
It's not brightly lit. There's one light in the center of the room.
All right. Cayden's just kind of getting a feel for the place. decides to push his goggles down a little bit and he squints, but then like takes a quick look, finds the hunting rifle, and he'll grab a clip of silver, iron, and the wood ones, because why not? Best to be prepared as possible.
I love the wood bullets.
Yeah, Rian's got a bunch of them in his truck.
So as soon as he's got what he needs, he puts the goggles back into place. And again, this is probably happening like while the conversation's happening between Voltaire and Elianna's dad. And as Cayden comes back to them, he's like, as much as you'd be willing to say, Mr. Connors, what is it exactly that you do?
I keep my part of town safe.
All
Keep
right.
those that work for me safe and their families. Make sure that those who try to nose into our part of town don't.
Well, I highly respect that. And he just again tips his hat in what he assumes is Mr. Connor's general direction.
Thank you.
All right. I guess let's check up on the girls and see if we can get going as soon as possible. I think I'll call Mr. Johnson in a little bit.
I think sooner rather than later might be advisable. I mean, as forgiving as he strikes me, I doubt he would appreciate us showing up unannounced.
Can he strike you as anything, though? I don't think you've had a single interaction with him.
That's true.
I would have heard things about him, wouldn't I?
So
Isn't he rather famous?
You know that he's of the faithful variety, because that was why we went to him.
Mm-hmm.
That he's a monster hunter, because that's how Cayden was able to contact him. And you know from our recent conversation that his house is basically a fortress, supernaturally speaking. And I'm pretty sure that's all Voltaire knows about him.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's making an inference.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Giving him any kind of notice, I think he would appreciate greatly. As we didn't even give much of a warning last time anyway, and that was just because, hey, we'd like our ghosts to be, not fully dead. I think.
We want to keep our ghosts semi-dead, thank you.
Most
semi-dead.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead, semi-alive.
Was that in character? Because he would.
Oh, that comment that I said? Yes,
because he would.
That's in character.
So he
has no clue what you're referencing, but he just found your comment about the dead ghost just very funny.
All right, I'll give him a call. As they walk back to the house is when he's gonna call Mr. Johnson.
How long of showers do Andi and Joan take?
It's a good question.
I think Joan usually takes decently short showers, but she's dealing with an issue, but it's going to be longer than it usually takes for her because she's got all this hair now that she has to deal with.
Gosh, dang it all. And it looks thick too, based on the art.
She has pretty thick hair.
Jeez.
She's very much looking forward to when she can lop all this stuff off.
Well, there is a lot of shampoo in this household.
Actually,
Elianna also has very thick hair. I don't know. I don't think.
Actually,
what?
There wouldn't happen to be scissors in that restroom, would there?
Yes, there would be.
Yeah.
There absolutely would be.
Yes.
Joan does not know how to cut hair.
This is gonna be interesting.
What kind of check would that be?
It's not going to take.
What role is that?
Yeah.
It's not going to take quite as long as I thought. No, this is just going to be narrative. She doesn't know how to cut hair.
It's just gonna be bad.
I just want to know how bad it is. Can we roll a d10?
How hard is this actually?
I don't know. It's going to be bad. I will describe it when she leaves the shower.
Oh my god.
All right, fair enough. All right.
All right. So Andi's taking a shower also. While she's taking a shower, does she feel like this is the place where she's supposed to be?
Because the water speaks to her.
Yeah, she feels like she's on the right track. Like this is where it wants her.
She's a little disappointed, but that's fine.
What? I am lost.
You really use a lot of that shampoo, my friend. Her hair is very long.
Yes. No. Go for it. Yeah, she's probably specifically in the bathroom that Elianna, closest to Elianna's room, because that's where all the shampoo would be.
Nice.
Yeah, so Joan would be the first to get out then. When Joan gets out, that long hair has been cut to just above her shoulders, and in some places. She doesn't actually know how to make it all the same level, so there's bits that are higher that are actually just below her ear in length, and so it's just a big hacked up mess. So she basically just took the mass, brought it over her
shoulder?
Over her shoulder?
And went...
That means half of it's way longer.
Yeah.
Yep.
So half of it's up here at her chin.
Half of it is closer to her ear, and half of it is there. And when she sees that, she tries to fix that a bit, but doesn't really. So it's a lopsided, hacked up mess.
Oh,
when
so
Joan
bad.
comes out of the bathroom, Eliana's waiting, she's gonna be like, "Oh, sweetie, do you want help with that?"
I can get a real haircut when our lives aren't immediately on the line. I just needed to get rid of that mass. There's too much of it.
Are you sure? I'm still... They're still out getting guns, and I think Cayden's on the phone now. Do you, we have a minute. I can straighten it out a little. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not doing it on myself.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, while we wait.
Alright, Eliana's gonna try and help. Let's go back inside the bathroom. Elianna, goes inside and then, closes the door. So what was the strategy here?
I cut it off.
Okay. Where are the scissors?
Here?
Alright. Okay. Elianna, stands behind Joan, so she's, facing the mirror. I was about to, be like, oh, I should get a chair, and then I realized I don't need to, because Joan is so small, and Elianna is so tall.
So tall.
Doesn't matter. You've already sort of set how short, we should be going with the short half. So I'm just gonna try and do, an even cross, even out a little bit.
Okay.
Alright. Elianna goes through and she starts trying to... Oh, she doesn't know how to cut hair. So she's, hunching over a little bit and bending her knees and, trying to... She's got one eye closed and she's, trying to very carefully cut straight across from, the shortest part. Or just below the shortest part.
And, yeah, Joan's just looking at her reflection in the mirror. Half watching Elianna and half just kind of looking at her own alien cat eyes.
So, you planning on going back to as short as you had it before? When we eventually find some time to go see a hairdresser?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. Maybe a little shorter, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had it this long before? You don't have to answer that if you don't feel comfortable.
The last time. I grew up with my hair long. Didn't have long. It's one of the first things I did.
Makes sense. Hair's a really emotional thing, I think. Holds on to things, feelings, memories, old ways of being.
It's gotta wait.
It really does. I mean, whenever anybody sort of shifts, changes something, or start something new, they always get a haircut for a reason. I think it's just as much about how you perceive yourself as how others perceive you.
You think it's good back there?
Yeah. I'm 2/3 of the way through. I really don't want to. I mean, this is not the kind of crafting I do. I usually work with a brush, not sharp implements, so I'm just trying to be careful. And I'm also trying to even things out with some. I don't remember what it's. Point cutting, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it lighter without. I don't know. I want to leave some room for whoever to knows what they're doing to fix it.
We're gonna want to burn this too.
The hair?
Yeah, the big stuff at least.
Is this like a closure thing or?
Practicality. Spellcasters can do a lot of things with hair.
Ah, right.
If they have enough of it.
Okay. Trying to think of where we could. I guess we could just burn it in the backyard. We've got a. Nope, we don't, because it's. Do you have fire pits in Vegas? Do you make more heat?
Yes, I have a fire pit. I know a few other people who do.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. Well,
sometimes we want to roast marshmallows.
I think we...
Do you use your fire pit for the purpose of warmth or for the purpose of cooking hot dogs and making marshmallows?
Both. I've used my fire pit for the purpose of transporting myself to another realm that is not this one. Taking myself out of the linear flow of time.
That's also a very good purpose for them. I just meant like when you have a fire pit outside your house is like you could just go inside your house if all you wanted was warmth.
Yeah, well, it's multi-purpose, and warmth is one of the. I mean, it's like on a chilly night, you know. I don't know. It's fine. They have a fire pit. They have a fire pit. We're gonna burn some hair in it. It's fine.
Okay.
I wanted to apologize for snapping at you yesterday, or for being just sort of generally aggressive. None of this is your fault, and I shouldn't have taken that out on you.
I'm sorry for kidnapping you, I guess.
Again, it's okay. I pretty much asked you to do that, so.
I hope everything's all right with your friend. Do you know?
Oh, yeah, they texted me, yeah. They're alive. I can't imagine they're too pleased with me, but, you know, you can't please everyone, I guess. Alright, I think that is it. I think that's even. Elianna's like leaning over, like looking over Joan's head, like running her hands through her hair, like trying to check in that it's even. I will say, I'm not an artist in this capacity, but I hope it's enough to be getting on with. I don't think you're gonna get weird looks.
I think it'll do fine for now. We can worry about the style when we're not running for our lives.
Good plan.
Whenever that is.
You know, that's extremely valid point. Elianna doesn't, like, I've never talked about this, but Elianna doesn't, like, she has a personal bubble of, like, 3 or 4 inches, and she doesn't move typically, like, gesture or reach or anything outside of that, unless it's, like, a very hectic moment. And she certainly doesn't really touch people. So this is like she's like had her hands on Joan's shoulders and like in her hair and stuff like that. And at this point she sort of realizes that she's been touching all over Joan, and she's like, removes her hands and takes a step back and sets down the scissors. All right. If you want to take that hair and burn it, there's probably a lighter somewhere in the kitchen, and the fire pit's out back.
Thanks, Ellie.
You're welcome, Joan.
And Joan gives her a quick hug.
Oh, I don't know what to do with that.
Just real quick, just squeeze in and let's go.
Elianna seems she's surprised. And I imagine it was too fast for her to really like hug back.
And then Joan gets to work gathering the hair.
Right. I'm gonna go get my clothes, I guess. I don't think Andi's out of the shower yet. Have fun with fire. Elianna sort of backs out of there. And then Eliana's gonna get in the shower.
So, how long is it now? You'd have to even it out to the shorter length.
Yeah, so I guess it would be like right at chin level would be the lowest it gets.
Choppy, blunt cut to her chin is an energy that I'm into. Even though it is inexpertly done.
All right. This is I'll be interesting to see any potential fan art of this look.
Yes.
All right. And so she lets Elianna take up the shower. And then, so this would also be about the time when the guys get back.
Howie, and welcome to roughly the middle of the episode. I actually have no idea where this one's gonna fall, because, I am nowhere near done editing it yet. I haven't picked a spot. Usually I pick a spot. I haven't picked a spot this time. I don't usually like to acknowledge what is going to be permanently up, any, delays in releasing or anything, but this one was fully a week late, and I am not happy about that. This is not behavior I consider to be acceptable in myself, and everybody says I need to calm down, but you know what? I'm a perfectionist, and that's just the way it is. So what happened is I moved back to school. I am just finishing up my first week. I moved states, and that was a whole giant process, and surprise, surprise, editing didn't fit into that process as well as I thought it would. So, we have changed some things around, though, to better accommodate everybody's schedules and such. Zander's taking on a lot more of the editing, so hopefully uploads from here will become even more consistent. Even more, like we were consistent at all before. They will become more consistent. That's the hope, that's the dream, that's the goal. Anyway, back to the usual program here. If you're liking the episode, please tell a friend. That's how we grow, and it's more fun to listen to a podcast with a friend. Anyway, especially if it's story-based. That's just my opinion, though. Speaking of friends, I would like to, at this time, thank Aimee Clark, Richard Wyatt, Shane Ruman, and Lucius Myers, our wonderful and generous patrons. If you also want to be a wonderful and generous patron, head on over to patreon.com/thegenesys archives. Now that we have people in the, is it rival tier? I don't remember what we named it, but in the $10 and up tier, we are starting to edit our first exclusive one-shot for release. So if you want to get that should be coming out sometime in the next few months, and you can become a patron at any time. You can also find us and support us through Tumblr, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Any engagement you want to throw our way, we would be absolutely thrilled. We like talking to people about the thing we're making. And also we want to hear from you and get to know who you are and what you're about. So don't hesitate to hit us up. And if you want to leave a review, that would also be Neat. We also have a Discord server, and that link and all of our other social media links are in the description of this episode. Again, thank you so much for listening, and let's get back to the... Well, it's not action, really, is it? It's sort of a laid-back episode. Let's get back into it. See you next week.
Rian's just in the living room, standing by the window.
Quick thing before he makes the call, like Cayden would have done this as we were like walking into the house, but like because there was mainly talking, I didn't want to like interrupt it then. But he would have like vibe checked the house itself. He's looking to like feel the threshold of the house itself, if that's even possible.
I love how that's become a thing.
Vibe
Vibe check.
That would be perception.
Correct, it would be.
When you have magical sensing powers.
It's the same. It's still 3 yellow, a green, and 2 blue. And if there are any black die, knack for it removes 2.
Nice.
All right.
I just want to have one character that isn't normal.
Huh?
Wait, what?
You think Rian is normal? I'm sorry. You think Rian is normal?
I think what he means is
Magic.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's true.
what I
That is
mean.
accurate.
Okay.
Right.
So you get so this place has a fairly strong threshold. The threshold of like, this is not a lot of people have lived here, but this is a place where like a small family has lived for a decent bit of time, like decades. And there's been like a lot of like other people that have like visited. And so it's a pretty decent threshold.
That's cool. All right. That's cool. Yeah, that's one of the things we would have done, like as we're walking in. That's good to know. But yeah, now he's gonna Siri, could you call Moroni Johnson?
Calling Moroni Johnson.
I love it.
Calling Moroni Johnson.
Oh yeah, it's probably something like that, yeah. Calling Moroni Johnson.
That's close enough, I guess.
Siri, we gotta work on this.
Or maybe it'd be Moroni.
Maybe, yeah.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great too.
Calling Moroni Johnson.
Siri.
Okay. Yeah, so it rings for a bit before person answers.
Hello, Mr. Johnson. This is Cayden again.
What is it this time?
Yeah. Well, last time it was more a warning for you, and I guess this time is also a warning. We need a kind of a favor.
Oh?
Yeah. So right now, we are currently being hunted down by the Inquisition, which is not, the best place to be. And we need somewhere safe to be for a time. And your house is the strongest fortress I've seen in a while. So we're wondering if you might oblige us a little and let us hunker down for a time.
Who's we?
Well, most of those who you met last time, I believe that was Rian, the other cowboy. It was Joan. Like, I'm trying to remember all the people who were actually there, because I thought it was Elianna and Voltaire were elsewhere at the time.
Elianna and Voltaire were elsewhere at the time.
Okay.
It was everybody else. I don't remember how many people actually came inside. I know Cayden went up to the door by himself.
It was only Cayden and Najashri
that went inside.
Yeah.
Someone need to actually bring him in though, right?
Joan did.
Yeah, so at least Joan. Okay, so Joan was in there.
That was so the redhead from before. Is the ghost coming too?
No, the ghost will not be joining us at this time, and a few others. A Fey changeling and a... He thinks for a moment.
In the handbook, Elianna is a Fey changeling. In reality, she's not. I think you know her to be half Fey at this point.
Yeah, so changeling is also sometimes used as a term for people that are half Fey.
Is it?
As a specific, because like Scion is a specific term for people who are half demon and half human. So changeling is used for that, for half human, half Fey.
Changeling is something of the Fey and something of the mortal. Of
human, yeah. It's a bit of a general term for you're not fully human, you're not fully Fey, you're somewhere in between.
Okay,
whether that's because of bloodline or because of the whole snatching children thing.
Gotcha. Thank you for the clarification.
He'll at least acknowledge that, at least, so he's not surprised that there's a Fey changeling arriving. Yeah. Or someone.
But how do we describe Voltaire?
How?
Yeah. Not just how are you going to describe Voltaire? How are you going to describe Voltaire to Moroni specifically?
Can Moroni Johnson, may I bring a satanic hitman into your home? We are wanted by the police.
No, Rian is wanted. You guys are not.
We are your
At least
associates.
not yet.
Also, what happened to that rifle again?
Huh?
Voltaire.
Frick. Yep. I thought that too earlier. I thought that.
Whose prints are all over that thing?
No!
Ew.
Frick.
Voltaire.
Mr. Frenchman. Voltaire Frenchman.
Voltaire Frenchman.
Voltaire Frenchman.
How do you feel about housing a couple of wanted criminals?
Oh, gosh.
All right. Go for it. I believe in you.
But would his prince be in the system?
That's a good question.
He's an international hitman.
Yeah, I mean, if the order has people higher up that are, letting him into crime scenes and whatever, then I doubt that his prince would last in the system for longer.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
It is. It's true.
But what if the Inquisition has people in the force too?
I don't think that applies to the prince question, but that
Nathaniel,
still is. Jonathan is making a scary face. Jonathan's making a scary face.
We don't give such ammo to Jonathan.
Jonathan's making a scary face.
Nathaniel, why do you do this to us?
Ooh, okay, try to sell this man on bringing a satanic hitman and wanted criminal into his home, into his good Christian home.
Tell him to. You guys know enough by now to infer that he's half angel. That has to hold some weight.
Yeah. What kind of angel will be the next question?
Which
or
you
I'd
know.
Assume.
You know that his dad is not a fallen angel because he told you earlier.
That's true. You know what? True. We'll go that angle. That's
okay. So back to a Fey changeling, and then you pause.
Mm-hmm.
A Fey changeling and what?
A half angel is
a Nephilim.
Kind of.
There aren't a lot of those running around.
Not really, no.
For good reason.
I can tell you this, it's not a fallen angel. Which
I'm assuming you're referencing this Nephilim's parent?
Correct. Look, I don't know how much you've learned about some of the situation here in Vegas. I'm assuming you know a bit. But currently, there's been a significant decrease in the supernatural population as of late. And as good as that might be in some ways, a lot of innocents have been killed as well.
And do you think you can stop that?
We certainly have to try.
Okay. I have a wife and kids, man. You're going to have to do a charm check here.
Charm.
Good luck. Good luck.
Like nothing.
2 green.
Give me a sec. Yeah. Okay. It's 2 green. It will include a blue die because of sense emotion.
Ooh.
Over the phone?
Does that work over the phone?
With how he senses emotion, he hears it in their voice.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And he can also smell it off of them, so that part doesn't work in this case, but he can still.
About that. Oh,
It's possible to smell fear.
he knows so much more about Elianna's emotional state than I want him to.
You should be surprised how quiet he's really been about most things.
Oh, I know he's been quiet about some things. I have not forgotten some things that he knows, or that he thinks he knows.
True, that's fair. I would like to spend a story point for this as well. This feels important.
All right. Pulling up Moroni Johnson's character sheet.
He's a good man. That's the problem.
He's a good man with a wife and kids in the place where we want to go.
If needs be, we can send the wife. We can send him and the wife and kids on a vacation.
Oh, so we can just
so they can leave
be
their
in his
threshold.
house. Yeah,
they'll leave their
the safest place on earth for them.
Okay, so it is 2 green and a blue from you,
and then 1 story point being spent,
and 1 story point. Right.
I mean, I can't spend 2. This isn't
all right.
So,
ooh, triumph.
Oh, I don't know what that does for me.
What?
Fail with the triumph, or
I'm assuming that actually.
Yeah.
Success with a triumph.
Oh, Cayden.
But 2 threats.
2 threats.
Ooh.
Fair. That's still fair. That's
fair.
Okay. Do you believe that you and your friends can do something about this?
He takes a moment and he looks at like just the general area and pauses for a moment and he's like, yeah, which by the tone of his voice hopefully conveys even surprise in himself as he thought about it. All
right. You're gonna have to wait 30 minutes at least. Hour would be preferable. If you're coming here and you've got people on your trail, I'm gonna need to be sending my family somewhere else.
Which is absolutely the right call, and we'll give you the time that you need. Again, this is a very, very generous thing you are doing.
Well, wouldn't it be right for me to do nothing when people are being hurt?
Yeah. I mean, surprisingly enough, in the last time when Vegas was about to be destroyed, we, as small as we were able to do something about it.
Yeah, I did notice that the city didn't get destroyed that time.
Yeah, we had some influence in that specific situation.
Yeah, luckily, I've got a sister in Salt Lake. Family will be safe there.
Again, thank you kindly for this opportunity. I know trust isn't something easily given.
I didn't say I trust you, just that I'm willing to help.
That's a small form of trust. You are letting us into your house, after all. As much as it's not like full trust or anything like that. But I get it.
Well, I never said that you can come in. For that, we'll see when you're at the door.
Fair enough. We'll see you in about it.
For all I know, you're not actually Cayden.
Is there something he could do right now to prove that it was Cayden?
No. Like, if you were Faye specifically, he could pull the, like, is it you question, or like, are you Cayden, or something like that. But Faye aren't the only things that can disguise themselves as other people.
Like, he kind of smiles. He's like, I highly respect the amount of caution you are taking with this. It's very, very admirable for a hunter.
Well, might not have been in the game quite as long as you, but I've been doing this for a bit.
Again, I highly respect that. We'll give you your hour or so. Hopefully nothing surprises us in the next bit.
All right, thank you.
See you in a little.
Click.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why what?
Why what?
Hopefully nothing surprises us in the next hour.
It was literally knocking the whole time, but my overall player feeling was...
Oh.
I have the strangest of feelings we may be coming into Moroni Johnson's place. Hot.
All right. Yeah. So I think that conversation was long enough for Andi and Elianna to. Well, I guess Andi to be out of the shower. Don't know for sure about.
Elianna would have had a pretty quick shower and then just put up her hair wet. And she would bring Andi an extra towel for her hair, because she knows that long hair life.
Yep. Are we doing that scene, or we just that happens?
Well, I feel bad because you haven't been able to do any scenes.
All right, so Elianna comes with a towel.
She knocks on the door. Andi?
She opens the door and kind of peeks around the corner.
Hi. I thought that you might like an extra towel.
Thanks.
You are welcome.
She takes it.
Is there anything else you need?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome.
Bye. She brought a change of clothes with her, so she just wears those. She's wearing linen, wide-legged pants, and just like a loose t-shirt. Not t-shirt, t-shirt. Leather jacket.
Nice.
Well, we're gonna be the leather jacket squad because when Elianna comes down, I was picturing this as a 2-story situation. Is that a thing?
Oh, I was picturing it as 1 story.
Yeah. Either way, she comes out into the general area, and she's got a white shirt and a leather jacket with some spiky studs because that's what was in her closet. And jeans and combat boots.
Joan sees this like, Elianna.
Spiky jacket.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Now this is the look I wasn't expecting from you.
Well, I was a little limited in my selection. I had...
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like it.
Oh, well, thanks.
Andy's leather jacket is oversized men's.
I love it when Aimee comes in here with outfits because she knows how they work.
Yeah,
I do not. I just say things.
And then Joan sees like Annie's outfit too. Is like, I'm spoiled today.
Andi blushes a little bit.
When Cayden, Voltaire, and Connors, right? Mr. Connors? That's his name?
Connors.
When they come in, Rian's gonna ask Mr. Connors, Mr. Connors, I don't suppose you'd have a long coat, would you?
In this town, there's not much cause for that.
I just need something to hide these. As he points his hands towards his knives and guns.
Yeah, I can guess that.
What about your shawl?
I'm trying to come up with an outfit that won't 100% identify me by the police.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, it's this guy specifically that's wanted.
And also, it still stinks to high heaven. I haven't had a chance to wash it yet. And I don't think any of you want to be near that.
I mean, I don't really care.
I don't.
Okay. I mean,
remember, he has the sensitive nose.
Do you want to, we own a washing machine. I don't think we could wait for it to be clean, but do you want to leave it here? We can come back later.
Bring it.
I think it's in his truck. Did you leave it in the truck?
Yeah, I left it in the truck.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. Oh, guess not.
Well,
that would have stunk the truck that we rode in like crazy.
How smelly?
Drain demon smell.
Drain demon smelly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Rotten tar and flesh.
Drain demons don't have a flesh smell to them. It's sulfur and cow pies.
Love it.
I believe you described it as an outhouse from hell smell.
Yep.
Yes, outhouse from hell.
Anyway, long coat.
Yeah, he doesn't own one. This is Vegas. That's a way to get heat stroke.
There are I don't know if we can conceal all your weapons, but like...
Like, I've got a suit coat, but...
Not quite my style.
Well, that's what we're going for, right?
So
we're going for not your style. That's the whole point. But valid question. Hoodie?
Yeah. I've got a hoodie. Might be a little, honestly, they're both gonna be a little small on you. Big guy like you.
Incorrect. Elianna's dad is well built. He's a stocky man.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're talking length.
So it is gonna be big on Rian, but it's gonna be short on Rian.
Sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be a little short on you. You know. Big boy, beanpole like you.
Cat raises an eyebrow at beanpole. Almost like, what? And also, what did you call me?
I think some of I could give a call to some of my boys. They might have something that would fit you better. I know some of my boys are more in your range, not quite as tall as you, but that area. I'll see if any of them have a long coat. Maybe one of them's into the costuming or whatever.
Billy might have a long coat.
Nah, that's if anyone has a long coat, it'd be Billy.
Just extra in every capacity.
Give me a minute. I'll call Billy, see if he's got one of those.
The extremely Irish one. The leaned into it because
make sure it's black leather too.
I want to be a leprechaun man.
Jeez. Well, as Mr. Connors leaves, Voltaire just looks at Elianna and he's just like, This is a phase that I loathe missing. You look excellent.
Thank you. If you'd met me like 10 years earlier, you might. This is roughly 18.
Voltaire just nods, remembers exactly how old Elianna is, and is just like, yes, I'm 300 some odd years old. He's still working on getting used to that.
What? Knowing that he is that other people are different ages, or what? What is he getting used to?
The fact he's getting used to the fact that the one person that he has had feelings for could be his great granddaughter.
Amy's eyebrows just went shooting up and then slowly sank down into
consistent feelings for.
Oh.
Not that that's much better, but
Voltaire hasn't said this out loud yet, so
yeah.
Voltaire hasn't said anything.
No, yeah.
So Mr. Connors comes back after a bit. Yeah, so apparently Billy's just your right kind of nerd. He's got an old trench coat that he keeps around.
Called it.
Hey, that'll do.
Yeah, he'll be here in about 10 or so minutes with the coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. We have to leave soon, but we're going to give the one who's offering us a safe place a little more time. Protect the things that he cares about.
It's good. Man's gotta take care of his own.
There's like a twitch on Cayden's face at that phrase, and he just kind of nods. He's like, "Yeah,
interesting."
Dad, is the shed unlocked?
I can unlock it again. I locked it up after bringing your friends in.
Yeah. I just realized that I don't have a lot of ammunition for my gun. But probably.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure, of course.
Cool. Thanks.
So they both go out, and he kind of leans in. So interesting group of friends you got here.
They sure are, aren't they? Thanks for helping us out with all of this.
Of course I'm going to help you out. Do you trust all of them?
I mean, it really depends in what capacity, but given in the situation where I just whacked my hand on the table.
Do you trust them to have your back?
Yes, I do.
All right. Gotta make sure my baby girl's safe.
Yeah.
As it finishes unlocking it. It's like, all right, you know where everything is.
Yep. Thanks. Elianna, get some bullets.
Oh my. While they're out at the shed, Voltaire's gonna sit down on the couch and just get into a bit of a meditative mindset, and he's gonna see if any inspiration will strike him. I.e., I'm using my heroic ability.
I was about to ask. You know, with Voltaire's religious background, I'm kind of surprised he doesn't pray to his dad when he tries this.
He's not at that point.
Well, I mean, like, because he has, like, his origins, he's old enough that there's only one Christian religion he could have been from.
Yeah.
And Catholics have the praying to saints and angels bit.
Yeah. He's on better terms with his father than he has been.
But not that good.
He's not on that good terms.
Okay. Yes. All right. So heroic ability. What's your heroic ability again?
All the facts supreme with the story upgrade.
Is there anything else added to it?
I haven't added anything else.
So Voltaire goes into that slight meditative state and then opens his eyes, and they have that negative glow as you get a vision. You see a man on the ground with a shape hunched over him as its jaws clamp down on his throat and tear it out. You see these bright red eyes and long fangs and feel this thing's hunger, its thirst, and its pain is in agony.
Okay.
And then you see the glowing golden shape of a cross and the smell of burnt flesh as the thing is pushed to hunt once again.
Okay.
And you know that this is what's coming for you, and it's coming now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Voltaire shuts his eyes again, and he opens them again, and the glow is just gone. And he's like, as much as I have enjoyed staying, I believe we had better start moving.
I'm guessing the weird glow with your eyes was something?
Yes, they're coming.
Yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Voltaire sticks his head out the back door, and is just like, Elianna.
Yeah, time to go?
Time to go. They're coming.
Okay, Dad, it would probably be best if you stayed inside for the next hour or so.
Mind if I have some of the boys tail you? Just to...
The people I'm with are very capable people. I don't want to put anyone else in harm's way for this.
All right.
Just...
You won't know more about this side of things than I do.
Just lock up, make sure everybody stays inside and doesn't get in the way.
All right.
Something might come, and hopefully it will then leave. But just be on your toes.
Stay safe, Ellie.
Thanks, you too.
All right, go.
All right.
So
on the way out, I just envision Voltaire feeling really crummy about leaving Elianna's dad behind. So he stops for like 5 seconds, and you see him cross himself and bless the house, and he wants to somehow he wants to bless the house, and mechanically he wants to cast the strongest berry he can on the house.
You can, oh my gosh. You can do that?
Yeah, so this would be a barrier with the sanctuary effect. So basically, sanctuary, what it does is it makes it so nothing that is counter to the source of your magic's, I guess, like belief system can enter, can touch you. They have to go from into short range away. Holy stuff, demons, vampires, etc. cannot enter that area. Can't even get close.
I gave him another rank.
Oh, okay.
After the wings, I gave him another rank.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
That's
Right.
appropriate.
So you succeeded. You're going to get 1 additional strain
That's fair.
and a faint glow pervades the house.
Is he last out the door?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We're all going to the delivery van, aren't we?
Get
Yep.
in
Yes,
the
we are.
van.
And like Billy is like just getting out of his car with the trench coat. Oh, I brought.
Rian just walks over and,
All right. I brought the.
all right, if I borrow this for a while.
Yeah, that's why I brought it.
Billy, go inside, please.
All right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Rian takes the coat and just immediately puts it on. I wanted to respond, but I knew if I did, it would go straight to Irish.
Voltaire
Alright,
gets
and
in, and as
as-
he closes the door, he's just like, Billy, for the love of all that is holy, stay inside.
All right, and then as he runs in the house, you see a unmarked white van turn around the corner.
Oh,
Huh?
no.
Oh, joy.
Oh, nuts.
Ah.
Time to go.
Voltaire?
Gotta love it.
All
All
right.
right, time to drive.
Who's driving?
Yep.
Yeah.
Andy.
I will drive. I
Drive.
will drive.
Heck
And he
yes.
just boot the driver out of the driving.
I feel sorry for all you drivers, Voltaire. Gosh darn it.
Wait. So one of Voltaire's drivers was driving this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Andy will just knock on the window and then open the door and be like, I'm gonna drive.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Great. Thanks.
And Voltaire just says, you should go inside the house too.
Sir?
Do what I say.
Yes, of course.
Stay inside, please.
All right. He goes to the house. I just imagining him like, hello, I was the driver. They kicked me out. All right, Andy hops in the front seat and is driving checks.
take us away, Andy.
Yes.
Oh,
My favorite checks. Okay.
you got some good driving skills.
Thank you. I love having like useful skills. Okay, driving, 3 yellow and 1 green. And are we trying to get away from someone? That's what we're
Yes.
doing?
We're trying
Yes.
to get away
All
from
right.
the unmarked van.
Then also shortcut. Blue die.
Nice.
Good seeing everybody.
All right, so we try to get out, and they slam into us from behind. Like they're going already, like just speeding right through
They
this.
already just done it.
Frick.
And then the side of the van opens, and something like crawls out. It looks like a human, but they are like covered head to toe in black cloth. So you can't like see any of their features at all.
I don't like that.
That's upsetting. Send
For a
it
moment-
back.
For a moment, I thought this was going to be another skinwalker. I'd be like, how did you find another one?
No.
It almost looks human, except the fact that it's clinging on to the side and like climbs off and jumps on top of our van.
No.
Can
we
I
got
shake
it.
that?
Yep, now you can do another driving check. But now we've got, since there's a monster on us, adding a red die in here.
Oh, I guess I probably
All right,
can't.
I guess specifically, I'm flipping a story point.
Okay.
Do we want to flip one back?
Yes.
Yes.
Success, you are with advantages. So let's see. So first, let's see how that compares to their check.
I'll take it. It's an athletics check.
Ooh, all right. All right. So we are able to launch this thing off, and it like tumbles, and then
roll over.
stands up and starts sprinting.
Yeah.
Is the back door closed right now, or is it open?
Voltaire would
Close.
like to make another check.
Right, and so this thing, it looks human but covered all in black, and it's running fast enough that it is catching up.
Oh.
As it just
Yay.
sprints towards us.
How lovely.
Can Voltaire make another barrier check? Or can we narratively say he used up all his juice on protecting the house?
He can try.
Oh, joy. Okay.
Probably gonna be more difficult or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably. Moving vehicle, fear of being eaten alive.
Okay, Voltaire is gonna try.
Yep. And that van is still like hot on our tail.
Is there a gunner in the van?
We'll find out in a
Not
minute.
that we've seen.
Yeah, he's gonna
Not
try.
yet.
And being as this is really hard, and he's probably... I doubt he even thinks this is gonna work, so I'm not gonna flip a story point. You just hear him muttering scripture under his breath.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
All right, and I'm going to flip a story point.
Totally fair.
We flip it back? Do we want to flip it back?
He's not going to.
Okay. I miss Andy's van. Felt so safe, so cozy.
And the barrier spell on the van.
And the just automatic
That was so good.
water bending barrier.
So that is going to be a total of 5 strain on Voltaire.
Ooh.
But
He is successful. So the van then begins to glow. And so this creature runs up and like jumps onto the van. And then its hands like burn when it touches the glowing, like that negative glow of the van, and like jerks back. So we hear like a smell of like burning. Like, and it falls back and tumbles back.
Ooh.
I do not like it.
And then stands back up and starts sprinting again.
No!
But
that took a lot.
It keeps a bit longer of a distance this time. They try to leap onto the van.
that's obvious.
Okay, that took a lot out of Voltaire.
What's he at?
He's currently at 8 out of 12. So he's sitting cross-legged on the floor of the van, just muttering scripture.
And 2 more of the black cloth
Nah.
creatures
No.
climb out of the van.
No, thank you.
I saw this coming.
Actually, I don't think we ordered this.
Sorry.
Return to sender.
Return to sender, please.
Back.
You have the wrong address.
Back to Andi and her driving.
Yay! But now I'm thinking of that song by Elvis, Return to Sender. I love that song.
I don't know if I've even heard that one.
I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Treat yourself.
I do love to think that whatever it is, it's playing over this.
Yeah, playing on the stereo.
Yeah. Like,
Right. So where you're able to like get a like quick unexpected turn down a side street,
Yay.
and so they like overshoot. The thing loses ground, and the van loses more ground.
Yay.
Gotta love shortcuts.
This is another check because we're still in the chase.
yeah.
Here we go.
Do you want to spend any story points on yours?
Aimee.
Yes. Story points?
Yeah or nay?
For a driving check?
Yes.
Yeah.
How many story points do we have on our side?
You have 5 currently.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. So you get a triumph. So now the van and the freaky black cloth creatures are out of sight.
Beautiful.
Yay.
But you still get that feeling, like a tingle between your shoulder blades, just like someone's watching you from behind.
Has anyone even given Andy the address?
No.
Nope.
Cool.
Cayden will now, like, after, like, they realize that,
Yeah,
like,
she's probably like, where am I going?
Cayden just texts the group the address,
Fun.
just so everyone has it, I guess.
Elianna's...
I mean, like,
You don't have my phone number.
You don't. Elianna's gonna...
No one has my phone number.
Elianna's
that's
gonna...
why he sent it to everybody. He doesn't know what exactly to do with it, and, like...
All right. I'm gonna say
That means I still don't have it.
I'm gonna say that Elianna's in the front next to Andi, and she pulls it up on like maps and
There we go.
is like directing Andy where to go.
Oh, good.
It's going to take 30 minutes for this drive.
Dang.
Well, how long has it been
Vegas.
since the call? About 45 minutes-ish?
Little bit less than 45.
Not quite the hour we said we would give him.
He said 30 minutes to an hour, and we could.
So we've held up our end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Cool.
But so we roll in into his neighborhood. It's a gated neighborhood. The gate is all like we get in right as like one of the residents is getting in.
Right. Smart.
Yeah.
If anyone looks back, like right as the gate closes, the white van comes again.
Ooh.
And it stops right in front of the gate. The 3 creatures just leap over the gate,
No.
with running loops, And yeah, so we drive over to Moroni's house.
Does someone acknowledge that that's occurring? Because again, the back isn't open.
Right. They just left over the gate. We got
It's left here.
Yep. I know this is a residential neighborhood, but ignore the speed limit.
Cayden says
Andy
to Siri
will ignore the speed limit.
Yeah. He tells Siri
I don't think he was ever following it.
He texts Moroni a warning that sadly coming in hotter than we wanted for sure. And some kind of note that I don't know, could he tell that the creature was repelled by a barrier that was holy?
You would have heard it scream as it bounced off.
And it was after Voltaire had been quoting scripture. Okay, he'll just make a guess then. And send something that it seems to be weak to whatever is chasing us is weak to blessed or holy things. Weak.
All right. So when we arrive, Moroni is just stepping out of his house.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just stop and just leap out of the thing.
Yep.
Pretty much.
I think it's this one.
Open the door.
Right. Book it.
All right. So Moroni steps out and he is going to make a check.
Heck yeah.
Powerful one, please.
I'm excited for this.
Ooh.
Thank you, Andy, by the way. Clutch driving rolls.
That was clutch.
You are the real MVP.
Absolutely.
Just in time.
All right. And he steps out with his sledgehammer.
Ooh.
And closes his eyes and whispers something under his breath, like a little prayer. And then just white fire engulfs his body and his weapon. And as we run past him, one of the creatures leaps at him and just swing.
4.
Baseball bat.
And there's a crunch of breaking bone.
Oh.
And then a scream as it just ignites in white fire. Scrambles away.
Home run.
I'm I should be used to this pattern by now, but Jonathan will describe something really cool and I'll be like, ooh, and then it'll have its logical impact. I'm like, no.
No.
But it still happens every single I never learn.
All right. So is that
Get in, everyone.
all right?
We do.
Running in.
Book
Running.
it.
We all dive into the door.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Everyone but you monsters. As he turns to the creatures.
Okay, I was about to be like, oh.
Wait, is he literally just gonna do it by himself?
Oh, he's standing out guard, making sure they don't get past him while you guys all run inside.
What?
And once everyone has gotten through the door, only then does he step back and slam the door shut.
Ooh.
Oh.
And you can see through the windows the fire that burnt this thing from him. So once the door closes, he lets out a breath and the white flame fades, and you see the thing as it puts itself out. The black cloth has been burnt away, and so you see what once was human, but now is a figure that looks slightly rotten, sickly skin, blood red eyes, and snarls at the house with bared fangs. And this vampire, this Strigoi, his body that you can see is covered in burn marks in the shape of crosses.
Oh my gosh.
Right in its forehead.
Oh my gosh.
That's infinite torture for
I hate these people. I hate them.
Nothing
I
deserves
do not like.
Nothing deserves that.
And so these 3 Strigoi, the other 2 still bound in black cloth, stand outside the house hissing, but they can't come in.
Oh my gosh.
At least we're safe.
For now.
Why did no one tell me the Inquisition used vampires?
That's new to all of us, I think.
Yeah, that is news to everyone. It isn't surprising. There are a few depths to which they will not fall.
Well, I guess we know what bloodhound means. Well, I guess we're safe for now. Well, You're safe from those things, at least. When they start bringing out bullets and rocket launchers and stuff, then we'll need to be a little more worried. For now, welcome to my home, I guess.
Thank you again, Morona. Were you able to get your wife and children away?
Yeah, they're on the road.
All right, good.
Elianna gives Cayden a look, which he obviously doesn't see because he's blind. But, you know, she gives him a look anyway.
What kind of look, though? I'm curious what kind of look it is.
Did he just say wife and children? Did he just say children? We've ejected this family from their home so we could hide from bloodthirsty vampires?
To be fair, Moroni did say yes. He could have said no.
He did say yes, but Elianna doesn't like it. She also doesn't like that there was the chance that, like, because these people were here and then had to leave during what she knows is a very short period of time. And she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that. She gives him a look.
Fun.
All right, well, I'm gonna see to setting up what other defenses I can. Make yourselves comfortable. You might be here a while.
If there is any way I can help, please let me know.
He, looks Voltaire up and down. What's Voltaire's cool?
Uh-oh.
His cool is a lot better than you think. His cool is 2 yellow, 2 green.
That's pretty yeah.
That's right. He did decent during the high roller arc.
Except for losing a lot of it.
It's true until he, didn't.
He turns to Cayden. You didn't tell me who the Nephilim's bosses were.
Currently, he's not working for them.
Let's say we're on the outs.
You still have their touch on you.
Whatever our current situation, I have been working for the Order for quite some time.
We're going to have some words later. For now, watch the windows. And he leaves. Going down into his basement.
Ooh.
Oops.
And that is where we are going to end.
Okay. All right.
Man, we don't have a plan.